What do you think about it, Biodo?
I think the first date is not the time for you to share your sorrows or your
But it's the
problems.
time for you to get
No, acquainted, fine. But you should put restrictions to what you let out. You don't let all, no, we shouldn't see you all at once. No, as it goes, as the flow sets in, you know what to bring out per time. You don't just say it all at once. It doesn't work like that. Don't scare me away with your problems. For goodness sake, I have my problem now.
I think I agree with him on that. It's a first date, you understand? It's meant to be, an avenue for both of you to, get to know each other. It's not the time for you to bear out all your problems. Do you understand? But at times, your first date doesn't necessarily mean that that's the first time you're meeting that person. Do you get me? That's like your first official time of, hanging out, getting to discuss with each other. But it doesn't mean the both of you have not been seeing each other way before then. So I personally do not agree with you, bearing all your problems. Because I have a male friend that told me recently that, most Nigerian ladies, once you start dating them, that means you've started owing them money. Yes, that was what he said. But I kind of disagree with it. But then, I am up for, first date. But then you bringing out all your issues is just not, it doesn't.
So, bringing out all your issues,
That's a no-no on a first date.
can you or should you?
If you don't have a car, for instance, if a guy doesn't have a car, should you give a lady some tips on a first date? Or should it just be get your lifesaver in your purse? By adventure, it doesn't have to give you, you won't have to trek home. You won't have to trek home. So, would you advise ladies now to have a lifesaver in their wallet before they go on a date?
There isn't two ways about it. You need to hold your back up. You never can tell. It might not be intentional from the guy. You just need to have your back up. So that's my own sincere take.
You need to always have money in your wallet. Very, very important and key. Even if the guy decides to, drop you off after, your date, you need to have money. Anything can happen. What if you're eating and the guy walks away? Yes.
This will won't kill
Let,
you.
let me just give you like a short scenario. This happened to someone that I know back then when we were still in uni. The guy came, she came and she told her friends, "Oh, let's go out." My friend says he wants to meet my friends, and then they went out. On getting there, the guy asked them to order for what they want.
Like how
Then-
many of them?
Two. The guy asked them to order for what they want, and they did. And when it was time for him to pay, because you pay before they serve you, he started giving stories. Like, who does that? Do you get me? So I think at that point,
The question is, was it pre-informed before?
of
the
course,
babe-
but I just said it. He said he
That's
wanted
very
to, yes. So anything can happen. Some guys can be funny. I know ladies too at times like tagging along, which I personally find annoying at times. So I think you should always have money in your wallet in case any misfortune happens.
So, on a final note now, what are those things you would advise people do on a first date? Two, you named two, and you also talk about two things that they shouldn't do on a first date. Who'll go first?
Ladies first.
What I advise against on the first date is don't go overboard. Don't try to, do too much or want to please that person, because you might just end up pissing them off, or you might just end up outsmarting yourself. Do you get me? And then what I advise again is know your budget. know what you're going for. Make sure your partner is also aware. Do you understand? Stay true to yourself. So that's
There isn't much. It's simple. On the first date, be yourself. Don't try to need to impress, but don't overdo. And then, should I say, don't use it as a complete scorecard, as a yardstick to something that could work out, or something that would not work out. Just be optimistic and just follow your instinct. That's what I would.
And like what you just said now, there's some guys that are really good at saying, after I don't carry, I go out, buy this, buy that. You know, say the girl no hungry date me. Really?
Seriously, I don't think you should use your first date as a yardstick to something coming up.
Yes.
You just want to know yourself.
Sure.
So you don't have to say because you spent, how much did you spend? We're just going to do like that 5K.
5K.
Return it. All right. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you, Regina. Thank you, Bioda.
Thank
Okay, people. So we've come to an end of this episode of A Stand with Onozasi. Remember to subscribe to our channel and write your comments. We want to hear from you. We want to see what you think about this. And also like our page on Facebook at place.onozasi. At place.onozasi on Facebook. The conversation goes on right there. You can also send us mails at standwithonozasi@gmail.com. A stand with onozasi@gmail.com. Remember, there is space for growth. Till I come away again.